Hi everybody, welcome to Friday morning meditation with Liberate here. Still coming in to do the meditation, so you see the background and everything like that, but we also are offering a lot of our meditations available live stream, where many of our practitioners are live streaming from the comfort of their own home, and we're adding a lot more to the calendar. So you're going to see daytime meditations as well as afternoon meditations, and besides mine, at least another one that's a global healing meditation that's free every month as well. So please, take a look at our calendar and allow yourself to find these tools that are going to help you through this time period, right? And that kind of brings me into what I want to talk about before we get into the meditation today, and that is how high the fear level is right now. And to me, a lot of people, if you've tuned into different meditations before, worked with me on one-on-one sessions, you know that one of the acronyms that I always use for fear is false evidence appearing real, right? And we create this whole embodiment of this fear, and we use this evidence, and yeah, there is some evidence to be scared of, and yes, there is things that are appearing to be in a certain way, but for the most part, our minds create this story that causes us discomfort in the present over things that we can't do anything about, right? And so even if there's a lot of things going on outside, it's kind of like the example of if you're driving and you hit into a traffic jam. Of course, it's not happening now, but think back to the times when you've driven, and you can be upset about the traffic, and it's something that's outside of your control, and you can literally get irritated, frustrated, have anger bouts, even scream, road rage can even occur. But the bottom line is you can't do anything about that, and instead that level of that perception of that traffic jam is ruining your life, is ruining your energy, is ruining your day in a lot of those circumstances. And instead you can kind of say, all right, there's nothing I can do about this traffic jam right now. I mean, I can choose to take another route. I can allow myself to use this time wisely, right? As far as maybe catch up with a friend or somebody that in a call, listen to music, listen to an audiobook on your radio or something along those lines. But you can break that state, or you can even just use that time for peace of mind. But the point that I'm getting at is you can control you over that situation. And when you control your perception over it, it puts your body in a different state. Instead of fight or flight, you end up in ease and grace. And I don't know about you, but ease and grace is a way better state of mind, and it's also way better for your health. And in this time of scare news and this time of this pandemic that is going on, it's more important than ever to say, how can I be the best and most healthiest for myself? And that all starts with peace and ease, okay? Peace and ease, having control over the things that you can control and letting go of the things that you cannot control, right? And saying, okay, if I'm in this, if we're stuck in quarantine for another month, another 2 months, another 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, who knows how long it's going to be. You say, okay, I might not be controlling those elements, but I can control how I spend my day, how I balance myself from the inside out, how I take control over the things that I do throughout the day, have some acceptance for the things that I can't change, and have some power and control over the things that you can. And part of that is releasing fear, okay? Letting go of fear, and also reframing your mind and the perceptions that are going on, okay? And I'm going to do another video that will probably release sometime next week about what I got in a channeled message about the virus, okay? And actually going in and meditating and connecting with the energy vibration of the virus and hearing a lot of things. And, just a little bit of information on that is that it's definitely a kind of like a destroyer to allow to rebuild, but the energy of it is really about bringing us back into balance more than anything else, with ourself, with our truth, with our nature, what is important to us in our value systems. And I'll get into that in a larger kind of Liberate University, where I'll go into everything that came up for me in that meditation. But just know that there's always different ways to look at things, okay? In tragedy, there's always a way to look at what is the benefit. In your personal life, what can you control? What can you allow yourself to have over it? And know that the mass hysteria and the mass fear feeds upon each other, right? Energy magnifies energy, and energy magnifies energy. And we sit there and every time you turn on the news, every time you're on your phone, it's like article after article after article about this virus, that it's almost becoming so ingrained in your consciousness that it's hard to think about anything else. And then most often than not, most articles are negative and not positive. They're talking about the tragedies, or this person died, or the situation happened, or this train tried to crash into the new ship that just arrived, or whatever. It's like boom, 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 boom. And it doesn't mean to not be aware, but pay attention to when you allow yourself to actually tap into that stuff, okay? Because each of these days, even if you're spending them in quarantine, are your days, right? These belong to you. These, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, these are yours, okay? And so allowing yourself to take some control and know how you set up for the day is how you are going to continue to go through the day. Kind of think about like a snowball that on top of the mountain, when it starts out really small, but it keeps on gaining and gaining and gaining more and more snow as it rolls down the mountain, that soon it becomes an avalanche. And that's often what happens with any type of negative thought form, is it snowballs upon itself. Now, I'm not saying not to be aware, but maybe put a check and balance of when the times of the day that you do allow yourself to dive into the information that is going on. Maybe setting a pattern in the morning to start with some mindfulness and some balance, and getting you to utilize these 24 hours that belong to you to empower your life, to take control over your health, to allow yourself to ask yourself, what things haven't you had the time or the ability to do that now you have the freedom and the time and the ability to do, that you can start to learn, discover, read, create, all of that, okay? So, today's meditation is going to be about releasing fear. It's also going to be about, of course, our theme is always about prosperity and abundance, but allowing that it's more on that abundance mindset for today, as far as abundance of control over your life, abundance of opportunities that are around you, abundance of different perspectives that you can have, abundance of new directions that you can take in your life, okay? Abundance of good health, well-being, all of that. In prosperity, just allowing, and I want to really drive in, a lot of people are super fearful about their finances right now, okay? I get it. A lot of people are out of work. Last week I heard a statistic that over 6.6 million people filed for unemployment last week alone, okay? I get it. There's a lot of uncertainty, but you have to trust in yourself and know that things are going to start to shift, and you're going to be able to take those actions and those steps, and that you are going to be taken care of, okay? So let's allow you to think outside of the box of other ways to make or earn money. Let's allow you to trust that as things transition, and then as things unfold and continue to change and things like that, that change offers opportunity. Yes, some ways of being and some old lifestyles may go, and that's okay, guys. Change is part of the one thing that we can know for certainty, is that things are going to change, okay? So if you know that, it's inviting some of this different society, and it's inviting some of the clearing of the old, and saying, okay, when things go away, that means new opportunity arises. And you can allow yourself to look at that you're sitting in the biggest opportunity in the last 100 years for new developments to be created. So it's even that much more important to channel, to be in your mindset, to be in your body, because as you allow yourself to see where there's new needs and new things that can be presented into our new world that is getting created, there is tremendous opportunity. Don't be attached to what was. Allow yourself to be open to what is, okay? So we're going to release a little bit too, all right? So I know I rambled a little bit today, but I think it was needed so that we can kind of set the stage and have that powerful kind of conversation start to enter into yourself through the process of this meditation today. So I want you to take a few moments and get comfortable. So this meditation is guided hypnosis meditation. So you enter into that deep somnambulistic state that allows you to be hypersuggestible. We can work towards shifting and changing these fears, anxieties, and stressors from your life, getting you excited about the opportunities that are around you and gaining control over your day and saying, okay, let's let go of all the things that I can't control and let's take ownership and hone in on all those elements that you can control, okay? So I want you to lay down, and if you feel like sitting up, I mean, some people that tune in are avid meditators and they prefer to sit up. That's perfectly fine. If you're sitting up, just spine straight so the energy can go through you. I always say that a key to doing that is putting your hands really firmly against your hip bones. But laying down allows you to just completely let go. So up to you. But if you are laying down, I just invite your palms face up. Your palms have these beautiful energy centers in them that help for you to receive, okay? So I want a very receptive position, hands at the side, facing upward. If they're on your lap, facing upward. And I invite you to just take a few moments to get comfortable. And as you allow yourself to get comfortable, I want you to just close your eyes. Start to turn inside, taking this moment and this time right now for you. And what do I mean by that? Out of everything going on in the world, in your life, your day, your week, everything around you. This is your time that you said, you know what, you are worth it. And tapping inside and feeling yourself, feeling that awareness of being you, of all of the aspects of you, of feeling this awareness and connection to who you are. And I allow you to just breathe in and just breathe out. Breathing in comfort and inner peace and allowing yourself to breathe out stress and anxiety. And the more that you breathe in and the more that you breathe out, allowing this flow to enter in and to exit out. And as you allow yourself to have this flow of breathing in and breathing out, let go. Let go of any stress, let go of any worry, let go of any confusion from everything circling around. Because right now, right here, this is the only space for you to be. This is the only time in the moment that exists is right here, right now. The past is the past, already existed. The future is yet to come, but this right here, the present, is what you have. And letting go of your mind and the thoughts that enter inside, that have been filled with fear and worry, stress, or whatever else that has occupied your mind. And acknowledge that those thoughts have validity. They're there for a reason, but ask them to fade away. Say right here, right now, this is not the time for you. You can come back another time, another day, another way. This is about you just feeling you. Being aware that you're here. Being aware of your body, of the muscles within your system, about your toes, your legs, your hips, your knees, each and every single toe, the arches of your feet. Noticing how your left foot feels different than your right, just being aware. This is you. You are you. You're here in this moment and you are free. And the more you feel that and the more you know that, allowing yourself to breathe in and allowing yourself to breathe out. And with every breath that you take and with all of this that enters inside, letting go each and every moment as you continue to turn deeper inside. Let go now. And as you continue to allow the beautiful gift of your breath to guide you in a state of bliss, a connection, an expansion, and inner peace that exists. Breathing both conscious and unconscious. A few moments ago, you didn't even notice that you were breathing. It just happened. Automatically, without second thought, without any attention to it. You allowed yourself to just take in that breath of life and to breathe out the old that doesn't serve you anymore. And there's an inherent trust that you know that there's always another breath waiting for you, that you can trust in that. As you breathe out, you breathe in. And a process that continues with ease and grace in all that you do. And it's so amazing, this ability to just trust, but knowing that as you allow yourself to control your breath, you can give it more intention, you can give it more impact, you can allow for different direction to occur. You can use the very same breath and give it more meaning. You can allow it to do more for you as you breathe in even slower. Imagining for a moment that your breath is this beautiful, calming energy. And as you breathe in, instilling this calmness to every cell. Breathe that in. Imagine that energy spreading through all of you. That's right. That's right. And as you exhale, you can grab a hold of stress, tension. You can allow yourself to literally let go of anything with that breath. And that's how powerful intention can be. That with a little focus, with a little thought, you can shift your whole reality. Think about that. Just paying a little attention and giving your breath a little meaning and intention, suddenly it has a different power and force over your whole entire being, presence, and state. Focus and intention can change everything. And know that if it can do that for your breath, it can do that for everything. From your morning coffee to your morning shower to allowing yourself to take in any moment of your day. And take power over your thoughts, take power over your presence, take power over your intention. And suddenly your life will change in so many ways. In the same way that your body and your state changed right now, with peace and ease as your muscles just started to relax somehow. With a little focus, all can be different. With a little force and intention, so much can shift. And when you allow yourself to understand that, when you allow your mind to fully understand the power that your mind, your thoughts, the way you think, the way your intentions create on everything from your breath to your life, to the events that are going on, to the circumstances, to the moments in your day, to the hours, to the minutes, to the whole entire day or week or month. This perception in between your two eyes, the thoughts that go on can shift everything just like this or like that. It can change just like that. And allowing yourself to understand the power that you hold over your feelings, over your emotions, over your life, over your health and your wealth, over so much. Give yourself back that power and control. Allow yourself to understand you're the one that holds the keys to open up the doors to infinite possibilities. You are the holder of these magic set of keys that allow you to say, what do you hope? What do you dream? What do you want to create in this moment today? And as you allow yourself to understand that no one can take that away from you except for you, you're the only one that can give away your power. I know. Sometimes we're not in control of everything that is going on in the world at large. I get it. We're in a situation now that we are over half of the world's population is under lockdown. But nobody is locking down our mind, our perception, how we're spending the moments of our day. And that is your freedom that is always for you. You control your perception that is always at play. Whether you're looking at it as a break and a reset and a recharge, whether you are allowing yourself to get carried away in the stress and the anxiety and the fear, we can shift it just like this. We can change it just like that. We can allow you to have a sense of calmness and inner peace, and allowing yourself to know that there's things that are outside of your control, and then there's so much that is within your control. And don't get carried away thinking about and allowing the things that are outside of your control to occupy so much of your time, energy, and space, because then that will suck away your energy and give you no energy to control the things that you can control along the way. And so let's allow yourself to free that, and allowing yourself to turn inside and say, how can I allow myself to focus on me? My energy, my space, what I can control in my own life. You can control your health and how you take care of yourself. Knowing that our bodies are designed to allow food to be the fuel, that they are designed to regenerate, replenish, revitalize, and heal themselves. They need the right fuel in order to function properly. They need to have the right fuel in order to replenish, revitalize, and rejuvenate naturally. And so it's so important to provide your body with the right fuel at this time. And allowing yourself to eat the right foods that are good for you, fruits, vegetables, things high in nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. And allowing yourself to know that you have control over that. Staying hydrated and allowing yourself to also take care of yourself in other ways at that. The other thing our bodies ask of us is to move. They're designed to move, to allow for detox, fluidity, movement, circulation, all of that. And so allowing yourself to take a time every day to move, to go on long walks, to do workouts, to breathe, whatever it may be. And allowing yourself to know that so much of our perception is based off of what our thoughts are. Can we center ourselves daily? Breathe in and clear. Right here, right now, I ask of you, let's glow inside of that mind and let's view your mind like a garden. And there's so many good things growing in your mind. So many new creative projects, so many new ideas, so many new thoughts, feelings, and expressions. But in your mind and in that garden of your mind, there's so many weeds that have been allowed to grow too. So many weeds of fear, of confusion, of stress, of anxiety, of worry that have been over-consuming those beautiful plants that have been growing, trying to grow. But the weeds do what weeds do. They suffocate so that the seeds of good things that have been planted don't germinate. Don't grow, don't get to that point where they prosper in your life. And with your permission right now, I would love to go in and say it's time to get rid of these weeds. This false evidence appearing real, this collective worry and concern, this anxiety and stress, this fear that has been literally taking over your energy, your space, your life, your day, the moments that are going on, your energy. It sucked it all away. And so let's go in And with your permission right now, let's travel into that garden. Let's allow yourself to imagine just pulling out each of those weeds, each of those thought forms, each of those theories, those worries, concerns. Let's let them all go. It's not to say that they don't exist, but it's to say that they don't need to be in the forefront, suffocating your existence. So pull it out. Let it go. Say, not here, not now. I can't control this element. I'm going to not let it suffocate the things that I can control, the elements that I do have power over. Just pull those weeds right out. Continue pulling those weeds. Continue. Allow yourself, as you continue to pull those weeds out one at a time, allowing yourself to understand that this is the power that you have over your mind. Saying goodbye to this weed, goodbye to that, goodbye to this one over there. Making sure you pull it all out by the root. We don't want these weeds regrowing inside of you. This garden is beautiful and rich with the ability to grow your ideas, give you the time and energy and resources to blossom into the life that you desire, into the world you want to create. But if they're hampered and those nutrients are sucked out by this fear, this anxiety, this stress, then those beautiful planted seeds will go nowhere. They'll be stunted. They'll be suffocated by the stress. So let it go. Clear it out of the way. Say, is this serving me? Is this helping me? Do I need to spend this much time, energy of the day worrying about the things that I can't control? Do I need to occupy my day hours at a time reading article after article? Or can I close and remove that? Can I allow these weeds to exit out? Can I allow these beautiful seeds that I've planted to have more room, more nourishment, more space and time to germinate and grow? And so plow out all of those weeds. Rip them all out by the roots. Say, not here, not now. This is your life, your time. You're in control of the inner you. And the ability to hold that control and grace over your life starting today with that freedom that resonates with a strong force that says, today is the day. Let go. Feel that. Feel that energy, feel that force, feel that freedom inside, and allowing yourself to pull you in to that center part. As you feel that circling of power, breathe that in. Breathe in power to the pit of your stomach and allow that energy to circle there, to fill your heart and allow that heart center to open. Trust, you're going to be okay. Everything's okay. Everything's always okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And so it's time that you call upon your higher connection to your higher self, to trust and love and light, so you can get in a space of viewing the circumstances as they are and figure out your strategy to navigate, to create your life that you desire, to see the opportunities that are around you, to see that in this moment, now, here, today, there's a new foundation that's being laid where you can be one of the leaders that takes that place. Power. Energy that starts with yourself. Allowing all of those beliefs to energize inside of yourself. Feel this. Breathe in. Feel this. Breathe out. And as your heart beats and you feel the sense of relief, realizing that you got this, you're in control over you, and you know what? Abundance is all around you. Prosperity is all around you. What is abundance and prosperity but opportunity, expansion, new ideas, creation? Give yourself that power to be creative. Remind your mind that humans are the most adaptable beings that have ever been. Adaptability is our gift. Give yourself the gift of who you are, of the nature of the essence of humanity, to adapt, to shift, to allow yourself to be resourceful within your life, to think, how can I, as you start, instead of getting occupied with the bad and the down and the problems and the limitations and the lack and the situation that's occurring, can you ask yourself, how can I find a way? How can I make that happen? How can I figure that out? How can I come up with a solution? How can I figure out a way? When you ask yourself that simple question of how can, instead of fearing and getting overwhelmed with the can'ts, you give yourself the ability to use this beautiful gift of creativity, to think and problem solve and figure out solutions and adapt and change and have that adaptation that is your gift set you free. Adaptation is a gift to set you free. Feel that. Feel that in your heart, feel that in your soul, feel that in your energy as you bring in this light body of you, of so much bigger and better and understanding the higher perspective. Sometimes we often don't know what the higher perspective is of things while we're going through them. Oftentimes, if we look at our past and our life and the situations that seem traumatic, painful, and we didn't understand what good could come of that pain or that trauma, but we get beyond it. And we notice that that actually caused us to veer left or right, to do this or that, to shift this about ourselves, to study this or create that, and to meet this person or to go here or to discover. And when we look back and our future self, looking back at our past, that same thing that was traumatic, that was a problem that we didn't see how it could serve us or be good, we look at it with that hindsight and we say, wow, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It caused me to go down this path, to create this, to discover this, to learn about myself, or to change this. I know you know what I'm talking about. We all have those moments in time. And what if this, on a collective level, is that just in itself? Something that shifts so much. And allowing yourself, and I know going through it, and in that moment you say, well, what good could come of this? But that's what you said to yourself in those moments of that past of yourself. You said, what good could come of this heartache or this upset or this loss or this grief or this problem or this trauma? What good can come of this experience? And you didn't see. But you did as you moved beyond. And as the days turned to weeks and weeks turned to months and months turned to years, and in that hindsight perspective, you looked back and you said, wow, that was such a pivotal point of my life. I grew, I changed, I evolved, I became. Because of that led me to be who I am. And because of that, I'm grateful for it all playing out the way that it played out. It was meant to be. And when you can allow yourself to understand that perspective, that higher perspective in life, on a collective level, just give that the possibility for this, that we don't know what we're going through because we're in that moment. We don't see the hindsight just yet. But I guarantee, as long as we, you, I, them, they, out there in the world can grasp and say, how can I make the most of this? What can I adapt and change? How can I move beyond, create, restore, shift, and change? I guarantee that we will look back at this moment and see how it shifted us for the good, changed us for the better, became a strong suit to develop us personally, societally, collectively, globally. And as you feel that and you understand, it's time for you to be that anchored, powerful space. And know that inside. And say, hindsight is always 20/20. I'm trusting that there's a reason for everything that is at play. And knowing that you're going to be at cause in this experience and in this thing. and situation in life. And you're going to be at cause to take control and to say, I got this, weeds are out, fear is released, anxiety and doubt shifted and cleared, and looking at what it is you can control, who you can become, the opportunities that are arising, the shifts that start with you. Every shift starts inner and then goes outer as you start taking control over you. And I want you to allow yourself to breathe in and to breathe out even more with peace and ease and grace and comfort. And imagine that right above your head is that higher perspective, that higher self. And just visualize a light shining down into your mind, eyes, nose, cheeks, mouth. This light reminding you of who you truly are. This light reminding you of the higher perspectives that we sometimes forget about. That's right. Let go. Breathing in, breathing out, allowing yourself to release each and every moment, each and every time. Right here as you start to feel free. Shining this light down from your mouth, now jaw, down into your neck. And as this light shines down, I want you to feel a sense of appreciation for yourself. Pay attention to each and every part of you. Your mind and how it allows you to think and change your perspective, be empowered from here on out. Your eyes and the ability to see the world, your nose, your sense of smell. Your taste and the sensations as you continue to eat food that are nourishing your body, that are allowing you to have the right fuel to regenerate, replenish, and revitalize, restore, and heal yourself and fight off any infections, any diseases or viruses. And as you feel your neck and how strong it is to support you, and your shoulders, and your arms, as this light shines through, reminding you. And as you feel this empowerment and this love and respect, look at how amazing you are. Look at how all of these billions, trillions of cells know exactly what to do, to work together to create these systems, and these systems that work together to create the entirety of you. Pretty amazing. From the cellular level to the system level to the macro level. Magic your existence, your life. And as you start to appreciate your life, valuing it, what's important to you? What do you really value? As you allow your mind to tap into that, as you feel your heart beat, feeling an appreciation of you. Allow yourself to feel that love and appreciation for all the cells in your body, all the organs, tissues, fibers that are working together, creating the system of your being, of your essence. Your heart beating, your lungs bringing in oxygen. Your heart taking that oxygen, blood to flow through the rest of your body. Your veins pumping and allowing the vessels of that blood to be carried to your organs, to your cells, to every part of you. The skin to hold you in. Your stomach to digest food. Your liver to detox you. Think about how magical you are. Just you being you. And allowing this light to continue to flow down, reminding you that this is just a moment in your life. This time right here is just a few pages in a chapter in your book. These experiences so too will pass, but you will continue to move forward. And remind yourself of that. and allowing yourself to start to take back control over writing your story. To allowing yourself to ask yourself, what are you going to learn from these pages in this chapter? You get to decide. Is it just going to be filled with fear, or is it going to be filled with empowerment, grace, understanding, and insight? And allowing your mind, your body, your heart, your soul to feel this. Light shining down, hips now, knees, ankles, feet. Feel that. You got it. Know that. Feel that. Let go. Let go. Letting go. Let go now. Remember to remind yourself of who you are. You're so much more than this moment. You're so much more than these circumstances. You're so much more. Remind yourself of the power, of the grace, of the adaptation that is a part of your DNA, of the courage, of the strength, of the resourcefulness of who you are, of the creativeness of your brain to think about things and imagine, create solutions, opportunity to dream and to be. Remember to remind yourself of your power. Remind yourself of your grace. Restore this balance of who you are as you let go more in this space. Remember to remember. You are an infinite being with infinite potential. You are so much more than this moment. You are so powerful beyond your even imagination. Remind yourself of your power. Remind yourself of your grace. Let go. Give yourself permission to be giddy, to have fun. I know it's a time where it feels like everybody's serious and going through so much, but you can laugh, you can play, you can allow yourself to embrace, to bring joy and humor. It's one of the most healing elements that have ever been at play. Joy. Joy overcomes stress and fear. Joy and happiness, laughter brings healing. Allow yourself to enjoy. Allow yourself to be silly. Allow yourself to not take life so seriously. Remind yourself of where you came from and where you'll go. Remember to remember. Let go. And while you're in this space, as you remind yourself of times and memories when you've laughed so hard that it's almost like your tears started to cry because laughter was so contagious, I want you to remember those memories and allow that energy to fill your stomach, to fill your mouth, to fill you. As you might find yourself smiling, you might even find a giggle start to come out. It's okay, laugh, it's okay. Isn't this crazy? Everything that is at play, laugh, have fun. Allowing yourself to remember those moments when you laughed so hard. It was like that laughter just spread to another person, and then that laughter spread to another person, and it was almost like you peed your pants because the laughter just kept on going. I want you to think of those memories. I want you to think of those moments as you get lighter, laughter. Come on, just allow yourself to feel those giggles start in your chest. Allow yourself to laugh out loud if you can. Come on, what is this life? Allowing yourself to laugh at the silliness of everything, Let it go, let it go, let it go. Laugh. Yeah, there you go. Laugh. Feel that. Give yourself permission that it's okay to enjoy. It's okay to laugh. Your enjoyment doesn't take away somebody else's. Your suffering doesn't take away somebody else's suffering. Your enjoyment brings light and energy and happiness to the world in a much needed time. Give yourself permission to enjoy, to laugh, to embrace. That's right. Shining brighter and lighter is how we allow ourselves collectively to shift this vibration of low fear and stress and anxiety. Let's beat this vibration. Let's restore our energy. Let's remind ourselves of the game of life. Let's laugh and play it beautifully. So in a few moments, I'm going to wake you up out of hypnosis, but before I do, at 0, going even deeper. Each night, regardless of the day and regardless of the emotions that you've experienced, you're going to fall asleep deeply and quickly and sleep well through the night. And in those early morning dreams, what are known as venting or releasing dreams, I want you to vent out any remaining blocks or resistance, any tension or stress. Vent it all out and let it go so you can wake up each and every morning feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and ready for another day. Ready to enjoy your life. Ready to laugh, to play, to allow yourself fun. Happiness is a state you can embrace today. Let go. So when I count up from 0 up to 5, on or before 5, opening your eyes completely unsuggestible and wide awake. 0, deeper. At 1, closing the door to the unconscious mind, making sure all the suggestions are dropped in, set in, locked in, and effective. At 3, becoming aware of your body. At 4, total sense of positivity floods through every cell. And 5, eyes open, coming back, wide awake, eyes opening. Slowly allowing yourself to feel your body, to come back. Welcome back. Take your time, wiggle your toes, wiggle your hands, and allowing yourself to feel your body, to feel yourself. I want you to take your time. You can slowly get up. You can allow yourself to drift back to sleep if you want, whatever you choose. But allowing yourself to know that today marks a new day. This energy right here, right now, marks a new you. As you give yourself permission to be in control and to live your life. I'm proud of you for taking the time to know that you're worth it. Thank you, everybody, for joining. As I mentioned, how important it is to continue to be in balance and alignment with ourselves, and it's easy to get knocked out. So we're here to serve you. We have many different meditations. You can join me every Friday, but check out our calendar. We're adding morning meditations as well as afternoon, and our great evening meditations are all available live stream. Also, all of our wonderful practitioners are available for remote services. So if you feel like you want to dive in deeper into something that's been coming up for you, reach out. You can book online. We even have a new call service that you can actually call in and directly speak to somebody immediately. So thank you all for joining. And until next time,